Okay, so hello, grade 9. Welcome to our new lesson, which is lesson 8 about electromagnetic waves, applications, and harmful effects. So it's just a continuation of lesson 7. So if you already know, okay, or you already, what do you call this, memorize the arrangement of the electromagnetic waves from the longest wavelength to shortest wavelength, okay, mas madali lang ito at ito yung napakadali lang na discussion. Para naman doon sa mga teachers sa ating LA is puro video presentation lang dapat itong ating lesson 8, supposedly. Pero hindi naman ako pwedeng mag-play dito ng video. That's why I create a simple infographics for the applications and harmful effects para yun na lang i-discuss ko. Okay, so I am Sir Wawi, your ever curious science buddy. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe para lagi kang updated sa mga susunod pa nating science lesson. Okay, so for the learning competency, identify practical applications of electromagnetic radiations such as the radio waves used in telecommunications and X-rays and gamma rays in medicine, and then gather information from secondary sources to explain the harmful effects that EMR or electromagnetic radiation can have on living things. Okay, next, explain the basic principles of electromagnetic radiation and its effects on living things. Okay, discuss how different types of electromagnetic radiation, such as radio waves, microwaves, X-rays, and gamma rays, are used in various applications. Create a visual model of the electromagnetic spectrum that demonstrate the range of wavelengths and their practical applications. Explore the ethical implications of using electromagnetic radiation, weighing its benefits against the potential risk, gather and synthesize information from different secondary sources such as textbooks, internet, YouTube videos, and the scientific journals on the harmful effects of EMR on living things. Actually, yung ipopost or ipapresent ko later is puro mga infographics lamang. Okay, kaya medyo madali. Ano po? Okay, so for our activity number 1 is just a group activity. Kumbaga, i-match lang ng mga bata yung pictures and then yung kung anong electromagnetic wave yon and then its definition. I-match lang nila. Okay, instruction, receive envelope. Each group will receive an envelope containing different types of electromagnetic waves and corresponding pictures. Then, match the pictures to the definition of the type of electromagnetic wave they belong. Okay, based on what you already know. Keep the cards on your desk once you've matched them kasi kayang-kaya niyan kasi we already discussed the arrangement of electromagnetic waves in lesson 7. Check work. Once you've matched all pictures and electromagnetic wave types, raise your hands for me to check your work. Keep the cards together once you've got the correct or get the order correct. Correct mistakes. If there are any incorrect matches, quietly unmatch those words and correct them until all pairs are correctly matched. Order by wavelength. Once all groups have the cards matched, put them in order by wavelength. You can do this by arranging them from lowest energy to highest energy. Okay, so this is the electromagnetic spectrum with the radio waves as the electromagnetic wave with the longest wavelength and lowest uh, frequency, while we have the gamma rays as um, the shortest wavelength, but okay, with the highest frequency and energy. Okay, next. Yan, okay na tayo sa instruction. So let's start. Work as a group. Okay, the first one, we have the radio waves. Okay, with a wavelength of greater than 1 times 10, okay, to raise to negative 1. Okay, this part of the electromagnetic spectrum that emits, okay, the longest wavelengths and lowest frequency of radiation. Kumbaga siya yung may pinaka mahabang wavelength. Pero siya naman yung may pinakamababang frequency at energy. Okay. Examples of radio waves include long distance communication, television transmission, satellites, walkie-talkies, and listening to the radio. So yung mga walkie-talkies, normally nakikita natin hawak-hawak ng mga gwardiya, no? Especially, okay, during pag nag-round sila. Okay, so next, we have the microwaves with a wavelength of 1 times 10 raised to the negative 3 to 1 times 10 raised to the negative 1 meter. This is part of the electromagnetic spectrum that is basically a high frequency radio wave. Parang high frequency radio wave. Kasi mas mataas lang siya ng konti sa radio wave, which is easily focused in narrow beams. Examples of microwaves include cell phone transmission, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, Xbox, cooking, and radar. Okay, so yun yung pinaka-practical applications ng microwaves. Ano? Pag sinabing cellphone, ay it's microwaves. What about infrared waves? Ito yung sunod naman with a wavelength of 7 times 10 raised to the negative 7 to 1 times 10 raised to negative 3. This is part of the electromagnetic spectrum we are most often exposed to. Okay, kasi though it's invisible to humans, but we can feel it as a heat. Nararamdaman natin sila as a heat. Yung infrared waves. Examples of infrared waves, common din, nakikita talaga natin to yung practical applications niya include changing channels on our televisions using a remote control, thermal imaging, okay, ginagamit to sa mga, let's say, sa mga port, okay, sa mga airport, for weather reporting, remote controls, room heaters, and night vision goggles. Okay. We also have the visible waves, okay, or the visible light waves with a wavelength of 4 times 10 raised to the negative 7 to 7.5 times 10 raised to the negative 7. This is part of the electromagnetic spectrum that humans can see. Okay, and thank you for this one because we can appreciate the beauty of the world. We can see colors, okay, which is the Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. So visible light falls in the middle of the spectrum. Examples of visible light waves include the rainbows. Okay. Next, ultraviolet waves. Ayan. So, with a wavelength of 1 times 10 raised to the negative 8 to 4 times 10 raised to negative 7. Okay. This is part of the electromagnetic spectrum that is invisible to humans, yet many insects use this. Okay. So, karamihan sa mga insekto ginagamit itong ultraviolet waves. Examples of ultraviolet waves include the auroras, okay, the aurora borealis, and the black light. Its harmful effects may include sunburn and skin cancer. Okay, so hindi naman totally agad pag tumama sa atin is the damage agad tayo. So yung too much exposure lang, too much exposure from ultraviolet waves will cause sunburn. Next, we have X-rays with a wavelength of 1 times 10 raised to negative 11 to 1 times 10 raised to the negative 8. This is part of the electromagnetic spectrum as well that is invisible to humans and is known to affect cell division. Pwede siyang maka-apekto ng cell division. So if may naka-experience na sa inyo makapag-x-ray, 'di ba? Pag nagpapa-x-ray talaga tayo, talagang mabilisan lamang, hindi tayo pwedeng ma-expose agad-agad doon. Kasi it's harmful to our cells. Examples where X-rays utilized include medical diagnosis, radiation therapy, measuring construction integrity, laser refinement, archaeology, and TSA monitoring. Okay, so ito yung mga karaniwang gamit ng X-rays. Pero yung at familiar sa atin, yung X-ray mismo talaga. Ano po? Okay, and then we have the gamma waves. Wavelength of less than 1 times 10, okay, raised to the negative 11. Okay, this is part of the electromagnetic spectrum that has the shortest wavelength, but highest frequency and higher energy, or highest energy rather, of radiation waves. Examples of gamma waves include medical radiation treatment, CT scans, and sterilizing medical tools. Okay, so after completing the activity, you have to discuss with your group how did matching and arranging electromagnetic waves help you understand the electromagnetic spectrum. So it really helped us to identify its uses, the wavelength, not necessarily you will memorize the wavelength, hindi naman kailangan, and frequencies of electromagnetic waves. Okay. Ayan, so hindi na po ito. Yan, remember, electromagnetic waves form a spectrum arranged by wavelength from longest to shortest, frequency and energy, where waves with longer wavelengths like radio waves have the lower frequency and energy, while waves with shorter wavelengths like the gamma rays have higher frequency and energy. Thus, as wavelength decreases, frequency and energy increases. So just remember that particular statement. Like if or as wavelength decreases, frequency and energy increases. Yan. Exploring the uses of electromagnetic waves. So, what is electromagnetic radiation? So, electromagnetic radiation is a form of energy. Okay, remember that it's a form of energy that travels in waves. It travels in waves and it does not need a medium. Hindi niya kailangan ng medium or media for it to travel or for it to be transmitted, hindi niya kailangan ng liquid, solid, and gas. Kaya niyang mag-travel in a vacuum or empty space. Okay, examples nga natin na yan is yung radio waves, microwaves, visible light, X-rays, and the gamma rays. So just remember that all electromagnetic waves travel at the speed of light. And they can travel in a vacuum or empty space. Hindi nila kailangan ng medium. Okay. So wavelength, discuss na naman natin ito. Nagpakita na ako sa inyo ng structure, properties of electromagnetic waves, the wavelength, the distance between the two peaks, longer wavelength, lower energy. The frequency, number of waves passing a point per second, higher frequency is equal to higher energy. And then energy carried by the wave, more frequency, more energy. Okay, simple relationship. As frequency increases, inner energy increases. As wavelength increases, frequency decreases. Okay, so let's proceed in ionizing versus non-ionizing radiation. So remember, meron tayong two categories ng radiation, yung ionizing at non-ionizing. Pag sinabi nating non-ionizing, lower energy like yung ating radio waves, cannot remove electrons from atoms. Example, radio waves, microwaves, visible light, and they are generally safe in normal exposure. Generally safe kahit tayo ma-expose sa kanila. In ionizing radiation, ito yung medyo masama or nakakatakot, delikado. Kasi matataas yung energy nila, they can remove electrons through the process of ionization. Okay, examples nito ay X-rays, gamma rays na pwedeng makapag-apekto sa ating cells. Okay, pwede silang makapag-mutate or makasira ng cells natin. Ayan. Key idea, higher energy, more dangerous. Ano yung more dangerous? Ionizing radiation. Okay. So, non-ionizing radiation can cause heating, example, microwave ovens. Too much exposure may damage skin like the UV rays or sunburn. Sa ionizing radiation naman can damage cells and DNA, may cause cancer or mutations. Just like what I'm saying earlier. Pwede siyang makadamage ng mga damage ng cells and pwede rin siyang makapag-mutate. Okay. Meron akong mga napapanood ng mga documentaries, especially yung mga taong na-expose sa too much radiation, magkakaroon sila ng kakaibang, um, let's say, unequal or uneven yung paa, okay, yung kanilang mga kamay, nagmumutate, okay, nagbabago. Okay, next, not all radiation is harmful, but exposure must be controlled. Tatandaan lang ha, exposure must be controlled. So, ionizing and non-ionizing electromagnetic waves. So, remember, not all EM waves are the same. The difference is all about energy. So, pag mataas ang energy, delikado. Pag mababa naman, okay lang. Okay, electromagnetic waves are energy that travel in waves. They are grouped based on how much energy they have and how they interact with matter. So ito yung mga ionizing electromagnetic waves, yung mga delikado. So high energy can remove electrons from atoms or molecules and cause ionization, can damage cells and DNA. Examples nito is yung gamma rays. With the highest energy, shortest wavelength, it can penetrate deep into the body. Sources nito mostly is nuclear reactions, radioactive decay, space events. X-rays is also ionizing. High energy used in medical imaging can damage cells in high doses. Medical machines, yung sources, airport scanners, industrial equipment, like yung mga ano nga mga anak sa mga airport, di kapag buntis ka, hindi ka talaga dapat ini-scan kasi buntis, delikado. Okay, it's risky. So, napanood ko din yun eh. Parang within China. Okay, ultraviolet or UV. Medium to high energy can cause sunburn, skin damage, and increase cancer risk. Sources, the sun, UV lamps, and tanning beds. Ito namang ultraviolet can be tolerable pa. Pero wag naman yung super exposed ka na talaga nagbabad ka, ano. Okay, so maganda rin naman yung yung ultraviolet sa katawan na may nakukuha naman tayo doong benefits. Pero wag naman super babad ka na let's say 12 hours kang bumabad diyan sa initan. Talagang masisira yung balat mo, magkaka-sunburn ka, ano. So, but all in all, it depends on the energy, frequency of the wave. Ito naman yung mga non-ionizing electromagnetic waves with low to moderate energy and cannot remove electrons from atoms. Generally safer from everyday use. Like yung visible light natin, the only part of the spectrum our eyes can see. Like yung sources, the sun, light bulbs, LED, LEDs, screens. Okay, so infrared or yung IR, we feel it as a heat used in heaters, Thermal cameras, remote controls, sources like similar than the sun, heaters, and then devices. Microwaves used for cooking, Wi-Fi, mobile phones, Bluetooth, sources, microwave, ovens, routers, cell towers. And then yung radio waves with the longest wavelength used for broadcasting communication. Okay, sources natin radio, TV, cell phones, satellites, communication. Ayan. So remember, high energy, short wavelength, gamma rays. Low energy, long wavelength, we have the radio waves. Be smart and be safe. Use protection from the sun, okay, or the UV rays. Follow safety guidelines in medical and industrial settings. Use devices responsibly and in moderation. Understand the risk, but also enjoy the benefits. Remember, ionizing waves have high energy and can be harmful in large amounts. Non-ionizing waves have lower energy and are used in many ways in our daily lives. Note the difference. Use it wisely and stay safe. So, these are the video po, okay, na ating pwedeng papanood. Okay? Hindi ko pa lang pwede siyang i-play. Proceed naman tayo sa uses and applications of electromagnetic waves. So, yung radio waves, nasabi ko na naman kanina natin, radio broadcasting, music, news, and communication kasi mahaba yung kanyang wavelength for long distances. Yung microwaves for cooking, okay, communication like cell phones, Wi-Fi, and satellite signals. Infrared for thermal cameras, remote controls, night vision, and heat sensing. Meron din tayong visible light. Okay, enables us to see use in lighting, photography, lasers, and fiber optics. Ultraviolet or UV rays help our body make vitamin D, use in sterilization, security, make markings, and tanning lamps. So sabi ko naman sa inyo, meron din siyang benefits, pero not too much naman. Ano po? X-rays, used in medical imaging to see bones and organs, also used in airport security scanners. Gamma rays, used in cancer treatment, sterilizing medical equipment, and scientific research. Okay, it's used in communication, navigation, and astronomy. Remember that. So, those electromagnetic waves are used in different purposes, not only in communication, navigation, and astronomy. Marami pa. So for communication, electromagnetic waves allow us to talk, text, diba? Watch TV, and connect to the internet. For navigation, okay, because we can use GPS and radar to find locations and detect objects. Gumagamit tayo diyan ng EM. Astronomy, scientists use different electromagnetic waves to study stars, planets, and distant galaxies. Okay, so ito naman yung ating video. Wala niyong panoorin. So, practical applications and effects of EM waves. So hindi ko nababasahin yung practical applications kasi na-discuss naman natin. Ano? So, punta na lang tayo dun sa effects of EM waves. Ano naman yung mga beneficial effects? One of this is better communication, di ba? Natutulungan tayo. So, electromagnetic waves enable instant communication across the world, especially by using cell phones, di ba? Medical advances used in diagnosis, treatment, and sterilization, especially yung ating gamma and X-rays. Everyday convenience, yung Wi-Fi natin, remote controls. Okay, we also have microwave ovens and other modern tools make life easier. Lahat yan gumagamit ng electromagnetic waves. Safety and security, di ba? Use in radars, satellites, and scanners to protect lives and monitor environments. Scientific discoveries. It also help scientists explore space, study stars, and understand the universe. So ito naman yung harmful, yung health risk. 'Di ba? High exposure to UV, X-rays, and gamma rays can cause skin burns, cataracts, and may lead to cancers. Eye damage, too much UV or visible light like from welding or lasers can damage the eyes. Heat effects. Infrared waves in excess can cause overheating and heat exhaustion. Okay. Interference. Okay. Some electromagnetic waves can interfere with electromagnetic devices and communication signals. Okay. Ito naman yung ginagamit ng kung may mga masasamang binabalak. Ayan, radiation hazards. Very high doses of ionizing radiation or X-ray gamma rays can damage cells and tissues. So, electromagnetic waves are powerful tools that improve our lives, but it is important to use them wisely and safely. Enjoy the benefits and protect yourself from possible harm. Okay, next, ito naman yung video natin na pwedeng panoorin. Proceed naman tayo. So, what is infrared radiation and electromagnetic spectrum? So remember, infrared radiation, like what we had discussed earlier, okay, infrared is a type of radiation of electromagnetic wave that we cannot see, but we can feel it as a heat. It has longer wavelengths as well than visible light, okay, but shorter than microwave. So, ang common sources ng infrared, the sun, fire, remote controls. Uses naman niya is for thermal imaging, remote controls, night vision, heaters, medical thermometers. Okay, so yun po yung kanyang mga karaniwang gamit. Ano? So, ayan po yung ating infrared. Focus tayo. We feel it as a heat. Okay, use in thermal imaging, heaters, and remote control. So remember, infrared radiation is part of electromagnetic spectrum just beyond visible red light. It plays a big role in our lives or daily lives, from heat we feel to the devices we use. Okay, so ito naman yung ating video lecture. What are some specific examples of electromagnetic radiation used in telecommunications? So specific examples of electromagnetic radiation used in telecommunications is yung radio waves for broadcasting radio and TV signals, and even the microwaves for satellite communications. So proceed naman tayo sa ating ethical use. Okay, yung ethical use. Okay, ano naman to? Okay, so meron itong activity about sa ethical use din. Okay, and then ito naman yung ating score guide. Pero meron nagawa ako ng what do you call this, infographics about this. So, ethical considerations in the use of electromagnetic waves. Great technology, great responsibility. Electromagnetic waves bring many benefits, but we must use them responsibly and ethically. Do you agree on that? Yes, no? So, dapat gamitin natin sila ng tama. So, safety first. Ensure that exposure to electromagnetic waves is within safe limits to protect health and prevent harm. Wag sobra-sobra. Privacy and confidentiality. Respect people's privacy. Do not misuse electromagnetic wave technology to spy, hack, or access private information. Responsible communication. Use communication tools respectfully. Avoid spreading false information, cyberbullying, or harmful content. Equity and access. Syempre, dapat equal. Access, dapat lahat ay nakakagamit. Ano, everyone should benefit, not just a few. Environmental awareness as well. Consider the environmental impact of electromagnetic waves technologies, including the production, use, and disposal of devices and infrastructure. And of course, security and professionalism. Use electromagnetic technology honestly and legally. Protect systems from cyber threats and misuse. So, examples of ethical use. Ito yung ginagamit natin, nakatanggap-tanggap. Let's say, using media, hindi yun media media and phones to communicate during emergencies and save lives. Using microwaves and other technologies to improve education and quality of life. Using satellite communication to provide information and support remote communities. So, yun ang sa pasok. Okay, na dapat ginagawa. Examples of unethical use, yung mga hindi dapat hacking, data theft, or invading someone's privacy, spreading fake news, hate speech, or harmful content online, using devices while driving or in ways that endangers others, building technology without considering health risk or environmental impact, yung unethical use. What can we do? Learn and understand the proper use of electromagnetic technologies, follow safety guidelines and legal rules, respect others online and protect their privacy, think before you post, share or send, use technology to create positive change. Remember, technology is a powerful tool. Our choices make it beneficial or harmful. Let's use electromagnetic waves ethically for a safer, kinder, and better world. Ethics plus technology is equal to a better future. Remember, be informed, understand the technology, be responsible, use it wisely and safely. Be ethical. Think of others and the world in every action you take. Okay, so those are the ethical considerations. Ano po? And now, meron lang po akong ipapakita sa inyo. Ito yung ating suggested PT. Creating a model of the electromagnetic spectrum. Take a piece of paper and fold it in half. Lay a ruler down along the top of the folded side and fold it back up over the ruler. Make it 6 even folds to make 7 even flaps. Ano? So, ito po yung ating dapat magawa. Okay. Yung mula radio waves hanggang gamma rays. Example of possible foldable model. Okay. So, ito yung ating score guide. So, sa teacher na magpapaliwanag niya kung ipapagawa. So, ayan. So, the formative assessment using the diagram below, answer the following question. Ito yung ating diagram. When you are sick, the doctor gives you a treatment or orders some medicines. He has to assign you several tests and make you go through a process of examination to help you get better. Identify one region of electromagnetic spectrum used by medicine and explain how it is used. Ano yung ginagamit natin sa medicine na electromagnetic radiation? Okay, so ano kaya yon? Correct. X-rays, broken bone, scanning, okay, gamma rays for cancer treatment or even for chemotherapy. So ito lang naman yung commonly ginagamit natin for medicine, yung X-rays and the gamma rays. Okay, so sa pag mga communications, the radio waves, microwaves, di ba? Okay, so yun yung pinaka ginagamit natin. Hopefully, okay, you learned the applications and harmful effects of electromagnetic radiation, especially the ionizing and non-ionizing radiation. Thank you so much. Grade 9.